morning. My name is Kevin Snyder of Snyder Law. I'm an estate and elder law attorney here in Irvine, California. And I'm going to be talking to you today about your weekly nugget of knowledge. This is a series where I talk to you on a weekly basis about things that are going on in our practice, that people are bringing to our attention, questions that I've been asked during the week that I think is important for everybody to know. Because knowledge is power, so the more information you have, the better that you can plan to protect what matters most to you and have more peace of mind. So here I am this week coming to you with some thoughts from my week. And the thoughts this week pertain to checking off the box and getting your estate planning done. Most people want to check that box off and I got it done. We're in a new year, it's 2019, and we're all about trying to get our resolutions done, our goals done, our to-do list for the year. And for many of us, financial reasons, financial components of our life are on the table for to-do lists, myself included. We all have that list of things that this year I want to accomplish these financial goals. And among those, for many of us, is estate planning. And we have that on our to-do list, and it's been on our to-do list for a while, and this is going to be the year that we check it off, and we're done. What I want to talk about this week is you're not going to check off that to-do list of estate planning and be done. Good news is you're motivated, you're going to get it done. But the other reality is that it's not a check off the list and be done and for the rest of your life. And because estate planning is something that we do continually. It's something that we revisit constantly because life is ever changing. Our needs are ever changing, the laws are changing, our finances are changing, our health's changing. There's a lot of change going on, and our plan should adjust for all these changes and reflect what our needs are. Why? Because we don't have a crystal ball. We don't know when that time's going to be where we get injured or sick, disabled, or pass away. And because we don't know that, when that point's going to be, we don't know when our plan is going to need to go into effect. That's why we need to revisit it from time to time so we can ensure that our plan is the plan that we want at the time that it needs to go into effect. So I think about this in the context of magic. There's a lot of magic going on in my household. My son really enjoys card tricks, magic tricks, and we've been talking a lot about magic. And I was in a client meeting earlier this week, and this concept of magic came up as well because our clients really were wanting to account for every contingency possible that could ever happen in their life because they wanted to create a magic book. In fact, they said that they wanted to just do the planning one time and be done and never ever have to worry about it for the rest of their life. They've done their planning, they could put the magic book on the shelf and be done. And when I say magic book, this is what I'm talking about. So here's an example. Here's your estate plan in this nice binder that we give our clients. It looks nice, feels nice, but the danger is that it goes and sits on a shelf and collects dust. This is not a magic book. This plan is going to help prepare you if the death, disability happens today. But we need to be revisiting that plan in the future as the years go on to make sure that we're making updates so that we can account for the law changes, we can account for our health changes, our financial changes, our changes in our relationships with our family. All that change needs to be reflected and revisited. So this estate plan that you're going to embark on this year to get done isn't going to be the final version. It's not going to be that magic book that's going to sit there and be able to spring into action whenever you need. Unfortunately, there is not that magic in estate planning. But what I will say is that there is a great comfort in knowing that you're planning for today so that your loved ones will be protected if your untimely death happens or an unfortunate accident and disability happen. You have that protection in place. So what you can do, for those of you that have done your estate planning, I want to give you a big congratulations, that's wonderful. But for you that have done that estate planning, I want you to think about revisiting it and looking back on what's changed in the last year on your end. Have you purchased any new property? Have there been some changes in dynamics in your family? Have some people become sick or passed away? Have there been happy new additions to your family? Have you moved? Have you opened up a new business? Have you left your employment and gone somewhere else? There's lots of different types of changes that can happen that can affect your plan. Have you looked at your list of assets that are in your trust or should be in your trust? Have you kept an organized list of where everything is? These are all updates that you can make and go through. And it's important that you do that on an annual basis. That's why we have our clients meet with us on an annual basis for an annual review. There may or may not be a change, but that's why you go to the doctor for a checkup, right? You go there in hopes that everything's okay. You just want that assurance that everything's okay. And in the event that it's not, then you're going to be able to address the situation at the earliest time period possible. So you want to catch anything bad that's happening at the very beginning rather than later on. The same thing holds true with your financial life. That's why you should be meeting with an accountant every year, or your financial advisor at least every year, and looking at your estate planning every year. So we encourage our clients to do that by hosting these annual meetings to review these annual reviews, and we take their book off the shelf and we look at it and we talk about the changes. And in this last year, there's been a lot of changes in the law that have affected a lot of people. And if you haven't looked at your planning in over 5 years, in particular, there's been major changes, and you don't want to have that plan be an outdated one. So I really encourage you to not check off estate planning off your to-do list this year. Now, I said that right. Do not check off estate planning. Keep it an open thing to do every year. Every year, do your estate planning. Revisit it and keep it going and keep it a living document so that it really is going to capture what your goals are and achieve the things you needed to when those unfortunate circumstances may arise in the future. Just in case it's tomorrow, 5 years from now, 30 years from now, whenever it is, your plan is going to work and protect your family the way that you want it to. All right, so that's my nugget of knowledge, the importance of not checking off your estate planning and not treating your estate plan like a magic book, and making sure that you're keeping it current with what your needs are. If you have any questions about what I talked about today, please feel free to respond to this video here on Facebook. It's going to be saved so you can come back to it and just hit the reply, hit a post on there. You can send us an email, shoot us a call. Happy to chat with you and answer your questions. If you have anything that you want to talk about or want me to talk about in the future, another nugget of knowledge, please let me know too. Happy to take it up next week or in the weeks to come and make a little video around it, all right? So hope you have a great Friday and a great weekend, and keep being amazing. Take care, everyone.